Sean O'Malley, congratulations, bro. You are, I mean, absolutely incredible. Peter Yan, who at one point I thought was like, probably still is one of the scariest guys in the UFC. He's a dog. I was worried for you, Sean. We all were.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my friends get up.
And he's Russian. Just makes it a little bit more scary.
It's always scarier.
Jason
Always
Hezbollah.
scarier. Always scarier.
Like,
Always.
yeah.
I
By the
have
way.
to ask, we were just talking about how Jake has to deal with trolling, people online, talking shit. When you come off of a win that's that impressive, where even your boys are kind of like, fuck, this is going to be tough. And for you to be a dog in the ring and then go back to the media and read this shit, like, bro, is it worth it in your heart or no?
It doesn't, the media really doesn't affect me. Like, I genuinely don't really, like, those guys that are talking shit are just so stupid. I feel like if it did affect me, it would be me being weak-minded. And I feel like everything I've worked on in myself for the last 5-6 years, growing, becoming famous, is like it's to deal with that stuff. So I really don't, I'm not affected by it. And the people that I respect, that's like, I respect their opinions, and all those guys are like, dude, that was so entertaining. Like that's genuinely what I love about this. I love about fighting is entertaining people, dude. And then those guys, like you guys watching the fight, just going the ups and downs in the second round when I rock him and I'm about to put him away. Then he hits me with the left hand that I have no idea how I ate. Like, and you guys, oh, I just love that. That's what I love. So their opinions don't fucking matter.
I have drawn a lot of parallels between that fight and actually Jake's fight. What up, GP? Oh. Do you want to sit in real quick? Just maybe between Pam and George.
GP coming at you.
No. Don't sit next to Sean. Don't sit next to. Oh my God.
I can sit in the
GP's coming at you.
Greg, nice to meet you. I remember, I remember Greg.
When he talks, Georgie, could you give him the mic?
Maybe.
So the parallels I drew between your fight and Jake's fight is like I was grateful that I got to see a warrior in both of you that I not that didn't know existed, just hadn't seen yet. We hadn't seen either of you, I don't think, like really actually have to dig deep.
Yeah.
And when you rocked Jan, did what you do, you stayed calm and you went to go put him away. But then Jan came back with a fatty, dude, and hit you so fucking hard. I went, no, Sean!
Oh, God. Bro, I rewatched that left hand a few times. I don't know. I think it goes to show how good a shape I was in and how I did everything right. Because if I wasn't in as good a shape, if I didn't eat as good as I did, if I didn't sleep as good as I did, if I didn't take that camp for 12 weeks as serious as I did, that left hand would have put me out.
The last fight, do you think you won it?
I right after I didn't know.
There's a lot of talk about it, and when he raised your hand, watching it, it looked like you were kind of like, oh shit.
I was
fucking won.
concussed and my heart rate was 200 for like 15 minutes. I mean, you get concussed and you get hit in the head. Yeah. But right after the fight, I was just like, holy fuck. But after rewatching it, in my mind, a little bias, I won round 1 and 3. Damage for sure.
What I had to.
I don't even think it's that like.
Well,
I
the
won
debate,
1 and 3.
if I was in the fight, while you're having the fight, and then you go home and watch it again, how often is it a completely different fight you're watching than the fight you were in?
I had no idea what to expect rewatching. I knew there was a couple things, like that little takedown I hit at the end of the first. I feel like, because no one expects me to wrestle, and I have pretty good wrestling. And so I was super excited to watch that. I knew I hit him with a nice left hand. I wanted to watch that. The knee that I cut him with, I was super pumped to watch that. So like there was little bits and pieces that I was excited to go back and watch. But other than that, I just like had no idea.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yeah.
And I think you would as well. I had you winning 1 and 3. Do you think the UFC understands that you are a more promising and lucrative draw than Peter Yan, and by giving you that win, it will be better for the organization? And do you think that influenced the outcome at all?
I don't think it did, because the judges in the UFC are completely two different. Like they're not even.
The freelance judge.
They're 100. Yeah, they have
clear the air for me, like, because I think everyone at home, and even me, Brett, I'm like in the sport, and you would know as well. There's not like a fucking head honcho making a quick call to a judge with an earpiece in it who's like, give Sean the win. Since you're ready, give Sean
Another
the win.
conspiracy
that
theory
we
starting
know
here
of.
in Impaulsive.
That we know of.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen some fights in the UFC where like the guy who shouldn't have won the fight because he's more entertaining or can bring in more money for the organization. And like, I don't know. I think a lot of people who doubt what happened in that fight are on that side of the fence.
Yeah, I just think if you really go back and watch it, and then you understand the judging criteria is damage on a fight. Number one thing is damage. So if there's no damage, then you go to number 2, which is whatever. But the number 1's damage. There was plenty of damage dealt out in the first round. I clearly hit him harder than he did in the first round. Second round, he beat me, which is still, I mean, the second round was even closer than you think, because if you count down, do you count knockdowns? I technically dropped him to a knee. He didn't drop me. He landed a left hand.
Rocker.
But it didn't drop me.
Right.
So the second round I give it to him too, but it was a lot closer than people think. Third round, I clearly did more damage. So I think the first and third round, if you really just look at it, turn the commentary off, just watch that fight, and you say, okay, I'm just going to judge this off damage. I think a lot of people would rewatch that. I mean, and come to that conclusion.
Did you and Tim focus on groundwork, or did you already have that in your arsenal that we didn't know about?
Dude, I've been training overall 12 years. In the last probably 5-6 years, I've been dedicating my life to jiu-jitsu, to grappling. I hit mitts in camp. When I have a fight coming up, we'll hit mitts. I don't really hit mitts outside of camp. I don't really.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought that was his strong suit.
So you're
That
going
is.
to be ready.
I'm the best in the world. I'm the best striker in the world. I've been saying that since the Contender series when I wasn't really, but now Petr Yan is a master of boxing. Everybody in the UFC, there's videos you can go out, like look up like who's the best boxing in the UFC, like Dustin Poirier, guys like high level guys will say, oh, Petr Yan's the best. Dude, I made him wrestle. He took like 15 shots against me because I was piecing him up. So I'm the best boxer in the UFC.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.